right. Thank you, Dr. Simone, for joining us today and to talk about your journey and your business and how you've got to this point. The reason why we picked Mother Earth is because it fulfills one of the UN's goals for sustainable development, that being good health and well-being. So we wanted to discuss a little more with you on how you and your business contributes to the betterment of the community and as a whole, how you got to this point. So just to start off, we wanted to share a little bit about your personal story and how you got to this point.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me and for calling upon me to do this interview. So I started off as a minister, and I still am a minister, but I started off wanting to help people, and so I have a doctorate in ministry and also a doctorate in humanities. And now I added to that a doctorate in naturopathic medicine. So I just, really want to help people to achieve their health goals, mental goals, mental health goals as well, and financial prosperity as well.
It's great. It's great to hear. So tell us about a time that stands out for you, like a high point in your business that you felt really contributed to the success.
That I felt something that contributed to the success of humanity, for example? Okay. Well, I recently did a health expo, and it was really so exciting to see so many health conscious people come out, and they came to my booth, and one of the modalities that I use is iridology. So iridology is where we study the irises to gauge the health of your organs. So I had a lot of people come out, and I checked a lot of irises that day, and it was just very, very interesting to learn and to have that type of experience in looking into so many irises per day. So that was a high point, and I was able to help a lot of people too who didn't know that they had some organ deficiencies that needed adjusting, that some organs that needed support. So that was a good thing. And it is preventative medicine, naturopathy. So it's totally preventable diseases. If you do certain things now, you don't have to get surgery later. So this was very exciting for me.
That's great. So tell us more why you would consider Mother Earth a innovative health food store to contribute to the community, because you don't really see a lot of health food stores around, especially in the greater New York area like Queens. So how would you think this is bringing innovation into our community?
A lot of people a lot of people are sick. 80 million Americans, are sick. America, we spend the most in healthcare, but yet we rank very low on the list of healthy nations. So we have a lot of sick people. And I've found that there are herbs and plants and minerals that people do not know that their body needs. And it can totally prevent big diseases and big surgery, and death.
So definitely prevention is one of the biggest keys to staying alive, right?
It is.
So what would you say is your motivation or purpose for your business?
I'm here primarily to really help people to have better health and to prosper financially too. I want to see others prospering. It's a hard journey because sometimes people don't realize that they don't want to change patterns. So it's very hard, to engage people sometimes, to motivate them to cause a paradigm shift. Their entire, demographics of people who, different age groups, they think that genetics is why they are sick, and it plays some impact, but it's not all. It's also their lifestyle, their diet. So I'm here to really show people that you don't have to die like your mom did, or if your dad died of prostate cancer. You don't have to. You can change your lifestyle. You can change your diet, and pretty much live even longer than your dad, maybe to 110.
Definitely. So obviously you couldn't probably make it here all on your own. So who are some of the people that contributed to your business and your success? And how did they help you get to this point?
Well, I must say thank you to my husband, because he's been pretty helpful in terms of, holding the business down, and, he works long hours. We work a lot of hours here, and sometimes without pay. So, because, this business, Mother Earth, this is the first year for us. So it's a bit tough sometimes, but, we just feel that it's very important, and we see a good growth as well. So we find it to be very important to keep on going, and then the people, they really are beginning to come in, and really, the fruit, the juices, we sell juice, a lot of juices. And some places have perishable goods and they perish within the store. We never have that problem, thank God.
That's great.
Yeah, so our perishable fruit, it moves really, really fast. So people are really enjoying getting fresh juices.
Okay, that's great. So does Mother Earth relate to any personal mission of yours, or does it have a meaning behind the name Mother Earth?
Yeah, it does. So, the whole movement is to get people back to the earth, to nature. So, I have a quick little story. Sometimes people are dying in their house, and there might be a herb outside of their house growing profusely in their garden that could save their life.
Yeah.
But they have no idea what that herb is or why it's there. It's really strange, but nature and us, we are connected. So right now we have all sorts of stuff going on with the earth, climate change and all sorts of things happening, natural disasters and, really horrible stories on people not doing well, crime, killing, death. And I believe that people, if they, slow down and, come back to nature, if they, respect the earth, respect Mother Nature, Mother Earth more, that I believe that more people will be healthy and they would live happier lives. We have a lot of gadgets these days. We have a lot of high technology. And so kids are growing up and they're learning to, instead of playing outdoors, running in the mud or playing with dirt and stuff and building like a dirt house or, something fun, a lot of them are inside, disconnected, instead of, and playing with a lot of video games, and so they're disconnected, and sometimes it leads to maybe suicide sometimes. Some kids are so disconnected. Sometimes it might lead to someone going into schools and having a shootout because of that disconnectedness to Mother Nature. So I aim to combine mental, emotional, mind, body, and soul back to nature, back to God, and create a whole person. So my pet project is our retreat, which we are building upstate in the mountains. It's very beautiful. There's a waterfall in the back, a river flowing, and we are going to be growing a lot of our own fruits and a lot of different herbs that can really help people, and we want to show people the herbs. In case of any kind of natural disaster, we would have this oasis, this retreat there, and so I'm very enthused about that.
It's great to see that you're able to produce all those herbs and fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
These days people rely on chemicals and pills, and they think that's the only way out. That's the only way to fix them, to fix their problems. But
exactly.
yeah, I think that's a great key point that you brought up, that people are more reliant on going to the doctor than being able to fix something they could easily fix at home.
Yeah, and it's a lot of herb teas, a lot of, in the Caribbean we call it bush tea.
Yeah.
Right? And it can do a lot. A lot of people do not get like something called a clean out.
Yeah.
Like people need to clean out. Like, they would pay for an oil change every 3,000 miles, right? Well, your body needs an oil change every 3 months. And people tell me 40 years, I have never had one in 40 years. So, okay, your body is going to break down because sometimes, there's different parasites that live in your stomach or, you know, in the colon area. So, you know, I would definitely advise people to get a oil change.
Definitely. So what would you say is the biggest impact Mother Earth has had on society and the environment in your local area that your customers are in?
The juicing, you know, I really, you know, really go all out with it. You know, the juices like really fly off the shelves. Well, not the shelves, off the juicer.
Yeah.
So they really come in, and you know, the juice helps people. There's, you know, we have some really funny names for the juices. We have the energy booster, which, you know, really gives you, if you're fatigued, a lot of people are fatigued, you know, and it has so much fiber, so it gives good movement, which is really good for you. A lot of people don't have that great movement, so these juices really help with that, you know, junk out, bring in the good vitamins, the minerals. A lot of people are also mineral deficient. This is the greatest thing. What I've seen in a lot of people is that the mineral deficiency is there, and it, you know, and sometimes they don't know it, but a lot of my clients don't know where they are getting their manganese, magnesium, calcium, iron. And so these are really important minerals. The body cannot really function efficiently to the maximum impact, you know, without our minerals. And so this is a great concern, because the beginning of disease is mineral deficiency. Mineral deficiency is the beginning of all disease. So without calcium, your brain doesn't function, can lead to Alzheimer's. You know, these minerals are really important, and I stress this because we are in a society where our food is not mineral rich. Our fruits and vegetables are not mineral rich, and there's a whole organic movement. And I've written another book. It's an ebook, this one, and this one is called Beyond Organic, because, you know, there's the organic movement, and so the USDA, they you know, so they check and they maintain that farmers, you know, don't use pesticides. Okay, so now you have pesticide free, but they don't ask them, are you really treating the soil really well? Are you really like packing the soil with minerals so that the people can get mineral rich food? So you might be buying expensive organic food that's pesticide free and also mineral free.
Sometimes it's just better to grow it in your own backyard than buy it for the expensive amount of money.
Exactly. So that's why we have the herb garden upstate.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and well, before that, well, I've been in training, you know, at you know, studying naturopathy. So I've been in training, and all through training I was thinking, you know, I would do a juice bar, health food store, and, you know, just really I could see clients and just help them. And so that's when it started. Really, we opened up last year, but I've been contemplating it for about 2 years now. And the juice bar and the retreat is, you know, this establishment and the retreat, they sort of go hand in hand, because at the retreat, you know, we are able to, people can stay there. They can stay for like a week, you know, and just come back to nature, like reset their body, maybe lose 10 pounds, you know. So that's a great place. And also some people are sick and they want to get better naturally. So we take them out of their environment and take them into there's a lot of woods up there, a lot of trees, and very fresh air.
Oh, very fresh air.
So we take them into another environment where they're not close to the habits, you know. We bring them out of their comfort zone. They're away from the smoking, maybe secondhand smoke. They're away from, you know, cooking the same way that they used to cook. And we teach them new habits, new lifestyle, new diet, how to prepare new types of food, how to drink enough water for their body weight.
So how do you think in the next couple of years, what is like your plan, your vision for how you plan to grow Mother Earth?
So I have a big dream, you know. I would like to have a Mother Earth and a retreat in different areas, in different towns and in different countries, because believe it or not, the same thing happens everywhere, you know. So in the Caribbean, people, you know, the fruits and the herbs and the plants are right there, but they have been so disconnected for so long in knowing which herbs heal. So, you know, I really aim to connect people to the herbs in different villages, you know, and also to provide them with a place to heal naturally. So, you know, I want to have like retreats in different towns all over the world.
It's great. So you want to expand into other places other than New York and Queens and places like that.
Right.
Great.
So that's why we started with the retreat upstate, and you know, I would like to do Florida next.
Okay.
And I'm pursuing the Caribbean, Trinidad.
All right, Dr. Simone. So tell us about some of your like best-selling products and how they're used to help people in whatever ways that they.
Okay. So that's such a good question. And as I said before about the mineral deficiency being the start of disease, you know, I recommend this mineral drink. It's chock full of all the minerals that you need, especially the calcium, the manganese, the magnesium, and everything else that people need. So just one capful a day really supplies all those minerals, and I put it in juice or water.
Okay.
Yeah, so I use this all the time, and I absolutely recommend it. So also we have shaga mushrooms here. So yeah, it grows on a tree, on the bark of the tree, on the trunk, and you boil it, and it's really good for your immune system and for a variety of ailments. But some people who might be suffering from cancer or different things, you know, this helps, you know, to really help your immune system to fight disease, which is where we want to all be, fight disease, right? So when you fight disease, when you keep your immune system up, even something like elderberry is a little berry that really helps you from getting the cold. So this season I haven't gotten a cold, and like people around me have been like, you know, falling flat with the flu, but my immune system is up because of the herbs and because of the elderberry. So that one is a really good one as well. For people who smoke, hyssop really helps cleans the lungs. So this is, you know, and it's a biblical herb, hyssop, you know, wash me clean as white as snow, and with hyssop and all of that good stuff. So hyssop is good as a lungs cleaner. And then we have yarrow. I really like yarrow a lot, for especially for females who have fibroid issues and different, like yarrow and the blood go hand in hand. So whenever you have any type of blood issues, you know, we always try to see find the cause, and we often, homeopaths and naturopaths and herbalists, we often recommend the yarrow. So one of our favorites is also nettle. So nettle, stinging nettle, you know, that one, people are so afraid of it, but nettle is a really good all-around herb, and it's good for people that have like high sugar in their body, so it helps them. You know, also for colds, nettle has a lot of usages, and it grows wild. It's so wild, and if you just pass by nettle, it will actually like sting you, but if you bend down and pick it, it doesn't sting. So it's a sensitive herb. It feels it's very important.
So you boil that and drink it? Or?
Yeah, you make a tea. You make a tea. And then, you know, we have, I have to tell people about dandelion and burdock. Those are like my two favorite herbs because of the blood cleaning activity in them. So they really clean your blood really, really good. And, you know, you can really, like, a lot of people have blood disease or like disease in their blood, and you know, and so you can get rid of it by really cleansing your blood. You can have new blood. There's no need to walk around with the bad blood. And you know, I say bad blood, and you know, that has like also sort of metaphoric implication, right? Like, you know, she has bad blood, or the bad blood between relatives. Sometimes people that actually have really like sickly blood, sometimes they have like confused mindsets. and maybe they have a lot of toxins in there, and it causes mental imbalances, and maybe they've been taking medication for a long time, and all of that, those toxins in the body, it causes bad blood. Sometimes it causes them to gain weight, sometimes it causes them to be very sluggish, but it really does always have mental brain impact. So yeah, you could clean your blood in like 30 to 90 days, and you could get rid of some of that bad blood and have a better life. Make new friends, and